Protesters have been setting up outside the Florissant Police Department for weeks after video surfaced of a detective hitting a man with his SUV. Last night was no different. 17 people were arrested after police say the protesters marched to the PD and damaged property. But protesters saying that is not what happened. Good evening to all of you. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. Leaders of that protest say police unleashed unnecessary force on them. Investigative reporter PJ Randawa has more on the contradicting stories.
Late this afternoon, we received new video from Florissant Police Chief Tim Fagan, which he says shows exactly what happened right before police officers confronted those protesters. You can see a large crowd approach the police department building and, according to Fagan, attempt to gain entry to the main door. Now, when they aren't able to do that, Fagan says protesters began prying the plywood off one of the front windows. He says it was only after that that police confronted the protesters. Protesters, meanwhile, say they'll continue gathering until they see greater change within the department.
We're asking them to work on them. We don't have to be there if they fix their problem. So if we look at it like that, you fix you and we can go home.
They continue to try to do things to bring police officers out of the building because they want to have that one-on-one confrontation. And that's certainly not something that we're looking for, and certainly not something that we ever want to see.
More than a dozen of those protesters held an event in front of the St. Louis Justice Center in Clayton today. They were demanding the release of 17 people who were arrested here last night. Fagan says protesters are still welcome to come and demonstrate here, but in the designated protest area right in front of the police station. Reverend Gray says that he wants to meet with Chief Fagan, but there's no word on when or if that meeting will take place. In Florissant, PJ Randawa, 5 on your side.